Black Sabbath's Master of Reality, a heavy metal scripture on inner power and spiritual truth. This video, we're looking at this iconic album for deeper spiritual lessons we can learn from, and how we can be better people because of it, and what we find. It's one of my favorite albums, and I always love the messages it contains. Hi friends, I'm Scott, and I welcome you to be one with me as we journey together to be the best that we can. I make content about expanded consciousness and personal growth of the mind, body, and spirit. And today we're talking about the spiritual lessons. Let's dive into Black Sabbath's third album, Master of Reality, released in 1971. It takes a bold step inward, while the first two albums often looked at the outer world, war, madness, societal decay. This record brings the listener into the realms of personal belief, spiritual conviction, pain, and liberation. Every track seems to hum with the vibration of a seeker at the edge of transformation, asking us to examine not just what we see in the world, but who we are in it. The album begins with Sweet Leaf, an unapologetic ode to cannabis, but under the surface it's about altered states of consciousness and the search for a deeper connection with life. The line, "My life was empty, forever on a down, until you took me, showed me around," speaks to the feeling of spiritual rebirth that often follows a direct encounter with something transcendent, whether that's nature, breath, plant medicine, or divine presence. The sweet leaf becomes a symbol not just of relief from pain, but of awakening, or of seeing the world in a new light. But are we seeking escape, or are we seeking the truth? What is your sweet leaf? Does it expand your consciousness, or numb it? After Forever, the song dives straight into the core of faith and atheism, with lines like, Would you like to see the Pope on the end of a rope? Do you think he's a fool? The band confronts both blind followers and smug skeptics. It's not mocking religion. The song unexpectedly defends belief in God as a foundation of love and kindness. It's not about dogma. It's about whether we live our lives with spiritual integrity. Could it be you're afraid of what your friends might say if they knew you believed in God above? God above? Yeah. your friends would say if they knew you believed in God above. That line cuts deep. How often do we compromise what we feel in our spirit for the sake of appearances? Do we hide our sacred nature to fit in with a cynical world? Embryo may be brief and wordless, but it's an interlude. As an interlude, it creates a space of gestation, a kind of a cosmic womb in the flow of the album. And it represents the moment before something new is born, the pause before transformation. It invites the question, what seeds are you nourishing in the quiet places of your life? And what part of you is still forming, waiting to emerge? That emergence becomes chaos in Children of the Grave, a rallying cry for peace that feels like a war drum. Revolution in their minds, the children start to march. Suggests the spiritual battle of a generation waking up to the lies they've been fed. There's power in righteous anger and in claiming a better future, not through destruction, but through courage and vision. The song, the song warns. The song warns, so you children of the world, listen to what I say. If you want a better place to live in, spread the words today. It's a call to conscious action. Are you asleep in apathy or awake in purpose? Are you merely surviving, or are you marching for something greater? Orchid brings us back into the stillness with this time with a delicate instrumental that feels like meditation. There's no lyrics, but the space it opens is essential, like silence between breaths. It becomes the ground for spiritual integration in the minds, and in the noise and in the conflict. Where do you find your peace? Can beauty speak louder than words? The question gets turned inside out by Lord of this World, a thunderous track where Sabbath confronts the seduction of material power and pride. You choose evil ways instead of love. You made me master of the world where you exist. The Lord here isn't God. It's the false idol of ego and domination. It's what we worship when we forget who we are. The song becomes a mirror asking who rules your inner world. Are you governed by fear and greed, or by grace and humility? And then there's solitude. It's the album's emotional collapse point, a haunting portrayal of grief and isolation. My name, it means nothing. My fortune is less. It shows a soul stripped bare, no longer comforted by titles or wealth. This is the dark night of the soul, where we're forced to confront the emptiness behind the illusions. Yet it's in this silence and sorrow that many people find their truest connection to spirit. Have you ever sat fully with your sadness? What has solitude revealed to you that company never could? Finally, Into the Void closes the album with a rush toward liberation, physically, emotionally, even cosmically. The song tells of escaping a world of destruction and lies to a new place where truth and harmony reign. I love that. Freedom fighters sent out to the sun, escape from brainwashed minds and polluted lungs. It's a cry for transcendence, not just survival. Whether you interpret it as environmental warning, psychedelic prophecy, or spiritual metaphor, it's a clear message. The old world must die for the new one to be born. What are you willing to leave behind to find peace? And can you walk through the void without fear? Master Reality doesn't offer easy answers, but it pulses with the questions that matter most. Who are you becoming? And when no one's watching, what do you bow to in silence? Are you caught in illusion or breaking through it? And it's not just heavy metal classics. It's a mystical document dressed in distortion, grit, for those with ears to hear. Not about noise, it's about revelation. And the question remains, are you listening? Subscribe to this channel, like and share this video, and let me know in the comments. Let me know about how you see the lessons, inspirations, or spiritual guidance you may have or may have found in this album. Visit beonewithme.com for more good spiritual content. More's coming from the heart for the soul. Check out one of these videos. Remember, a smile can make someone's day, and the right words may change their life. I love you. Be one with me.